Good morning. Why? You don't want me to start telling you. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Mazel tov, Noam.
Menachem, beautiful, very nice.
So I guess that's the main reason he didn't want to give shir this week.
He's got a very after child, right?
Yeah, that's what he's going to America for.
He wants to run away from it all.
Okay. Zak the Gemara Daf Yud Gimel Amud Aleph. Okay. I was asked to try to give the shir in 15 minutes, so let's. Okay. Zag the Gemara. Kol hayad hamarba libdek benoshim meshubachas ubanoshim tikotzet. Any hand that overchecks themselves, so by a woman to check if she is maybe a suffix Niddah, that's good. But by a man, in order to check himself if he's seen carry, tikotzet is here shagli cut off. We'll see right in the Gemara if it's literally or just.
How's the PR?
Okay. Says the Gemara, Mashna Nashim, Mashna Nashim. What's the difference between men and women? Why by women it is good and by men it is not good? Says the Gemara, Anoshim de bnei hargasha ninhu, Anoshim de la bnei hargasha ninhu mishubachas. Anoshim de bnei hargasha ninhu tikotzet. By women that they don't feel. What I saw that they explain is that they don't cause themselves to do hashchas hazera, so then it's not a problem. But by men, that because they check themselves and they're touching the aver, that we worried over here that there's going to be mitzvah zera levatala. So in such a case, that's why we say that tikotzet. Says the Gemara, Yehachi ma'iriyo malba kilan malba nami. So why is it a lot? It shouldn't be done even once by men. Why? What is this lotion if it's done a lot? Says the Gemara, Kiktani marba anashim. What it's talking about a lot, it's talking about women. That by women it's good that they should check often to make sure that they are not tummy. Tana b'amet dvarim amorim leina shishuk v'zera. Aba le'inyan zoiv afu meshubach kenoshim. What it says in the Mishnah that by men it shouldn't be done, it's talking about just someone who wants to check himself if he's seen shikva zera and there's a problem of carry, so that's not good. But to check if he's a zav that sees, if he sees 3 times, he has to bring the carbon, etc., etc. So that is okay to check. Says if he wants to check with something hard, with rack or with anything else that's hard, that's not going to cause him to release shikva zera, so that you're allowed to. Uvematlis loy, but with a cloth you're not allowed to. Vatanya, but uvematlis uvechol davar shaloitze. We see in a brisa that he could check himself or hold himself with a cloth. Says the Gemara, we're talking about a thick cloth, and that is not going to cause him to have shikva zera. Where does Abaye say this din of a thick cloth? Did not. A kain that's eating truma, the hirgish shenizdazu evo, and he feel that zera was released. So he holds his aver, uboileya esta truma, and he swallows the truma immediately before the zera actually comes out of his guf. Even though it went out of its place, if it's not out of his guf yet, he's not tamei, so he holds himself and he quickly swallows the truma. So says in Gemara, how could he hold it? Vatanya. Someone who holds himself in the aver when he makes, so it's as if he's bringing a mabul. So how could it say over here that if he feels that it's coming, so he should hold himself? You're not allowed to. This is the place, but Abaye said that he could do it with a thick cloth. Rava says no. Rava says no. In such a case where he feels already that it's coming out, so it doesn't make a difference if he holds himself even with a soft cloth, because once it's out already, it's out. Rabbi worries maybe, you're right, what's out is out, but he worried maybe more will come out because of him holding it. That's why he should be holding it only with a thick cloth. So what are we saying? We're saying that Rabbi says, no, once it's out, and he's not worried, maybe there'll be more. We have a brayso of Atanya, Holamazah Doime. What is this Doime to? Someone that holds his aver and holds it. Someone who puts his finger in the eye. When you put your finger in your eye, it causes your eye to tear, and the tears just keep on coming. So the same thing also over here. Even though it came out already, more is going to come out while you're holding it.
Why is he holding himself again? Is he checking himself for...
No, so over here we're talking about he's holding himself that the actual zad doesn't come out of his body because he's eating truma. That's right.
That's why he's holding himself.
In this case, that's what we're talking about. That's right. Okay, so we see that with Haitzah Zera, it continues coming. So how do we say that Rava doesn't worry about it coming out more? Says Rava, no. Once he's warmed up and it's coming out already, then it's not matzui that it's going to warm up again and come out more. So that's why he says that you could hold it even with a soft cloth. Okay, Gufa. Going back to what Rabbi Lezer said, Rabbi Lezer, someone who holds himself when he urinates is as if he's maybe mabul oilam. If that's the case, so he's going to make, and then it's going to be droplets or whatever from the urine on his feet, and people are going to think that he's a kush shafra. Don't know what the English explanation for that is, but it's a siman that that person cannot have kids. Why? Because the zera doesn't go far, etc. So if they see the drops of the urine on his feet, so they're going to think he's a kush shafra, and then they're going to realize he does have kids. How is that? It's not his own kids, because he can't be Mazriya. Amalohem, said Rabbi Lezer, rather that than be a Rasha and be Moitzi Shifra Zera Levatol. Tanya Niddah, we have the same thing, just a little bit different. Amalohem, Rabbi Lezer L'chachomim. Efshar Yamud Odom b'Mokem Gavoa v'yashtin b'Ofel Tichayach v'yaseh atzmai Rosh Hashanah Chas Lifnei Mokem. No, there is a way. If he stands in a high place, okay, and he urinates to a lower place than his feet, so then the urine won't go on his feet, so we're not worried that he's going to look like a kushafla. Or if he makes to, so yeah, we'll see that in a minute. And or if he does it to soft sand and then it doesn't spritz back. Says the Gemara here, which one did he tell first? Did he say first, rather people think he's a kushafla, or the ways of urinating without worrying about looking like a kushafla? If the first one he told him, so first he said the isur that you're not allowed to hold, and then he says, listen, there are ways to do it in a way that nobody's going to. It's not going to look as if you're a kushafla. You could do it in a soft sand. You could do it in a higher place, whatever. Hello. No, so he said, the Gemara says no, the other way around. He first told them, these are the ways to do it in order not to look like a kush shafra. What do we do in the case where he doesn't have these options? This whole reason is because he might be Moitzi Shifra Zera Levatol, therefore he should not hold himself. Someone who's Moitzi Shifra Zera Levatol is Chayav Misa Shenema Ve'yera Be'inei Hashem Asher Osa Ve'em Es Gam Oisa. It's talking about Oinon, the two kids of Yehuda. The first one married Tamar, and he didn't want to have kids with her, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu killed him. And then the second one did the same thing, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu also killed him. So we see from here that the Moitzi Shifra Zera Levatol is Chayav Misa.
That's why he did it deliberately.
What?
That's why he did it deliberately.
Yeah.
The other cases we're talking about is not that he deliberately did it.
That's right. Oh, he's talking about Hamaitzi, someone that does it deliberately, obviously.
Ja, maar in English language is called unnamed, not errate.
Rav Yitzchak,
That's the first category.
Rav Yitzchak Vav Ami Amrei Ki'ilu Shefer Damim. It's as if he's killing somebody. It's not real Ritzicha, but it's just to explain to us how chomer it is. Shnei Emal. You need Hanei Chomim Ba'elim Tachas Kolei Tzranon Shechatei HaElodim Ba'necholim Tachas Seifei HaSloim Al Tikvei Shechtei Ela Seichtei. So the lashon over here is Hanei Chomim Ba'elim Tachas Kolei Tzranon. It's talking about people who are enjoying the good things of life, if you could call it that. And Shechtei HaElodim Ba'necholim Tachas Seifei HaSloim. It's talking about Seichatei. It's talking about people who are Moitzi Zer Levatala. That is something that Ki'ilu kids could come out of, and they're doing it. So that's the lashon of Shvichus Damim. Abasi Omar, Ki'ilu Eved Avedis Kachobim. It's as if he's doing Avedis Zorah. Ksiv Horatas Kolei Tzranon, Ksiv Hosom, Al Ha'orim Aromim, Betaras Kolei Tzranon. In both cases it says this lashon of Tzranon, so he says this is a simon that it's as if they're Eved Avedis Zorah. Both Atah Ha'olim, Malachim Shakalim, like
Amen.
It's Minig Yushlaim. It's the Shalom following coffin. The Minig Yushlaim is
kids don't follow
the
that.
coffin cakes because the Zera might be following and complaining.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, Rav Yehuda Shmuel. Yeah, this is for you. This story. Rav Yehuda Shmuel Avu Kaimei Aigo the Beiknishto the Shaf Yosef ben Aldo. Rav Yehuda and Shmuel were standing on the rooftop of the shul that's called Shaf Yosef in Nardo. Amar Rav Yehuda Shmuel Tzach Hani Nashtin. I need to urinate. Amar Le Shinena. Sharp guy. Hold your aver and urinate out over the roof. That shouldn't go on the roof of the shul. Right? That's what he was saying. Says the Gemara, how could he have done it? He can't hold his aver. How could he do it? How could he tell him to do such a thing? Over here we're talking about a case where there's a fear. What is the story of Belesh? That's the time. We're talking about here the din of Yain Nesach. Okay? So Beleshes, a group of soldiers, Goyish soldiers, Shenichnas La'ir, that came into the city, Bish'as Shalom, in a time of peace, not a time of war, meaning that it's your own soldiers, it's not a different country or whatever. Chavios Ptuches Asures Stumes Mutoches. Open barrels of wine are Asur Ba'ana, because we worry that these soldiers were Menachem Etavedazar and Stian Nesech, but closed barrels are Mutar. Why? Because if they would have opened it, they would have left it open. So if it's still sealed, it's fine. Bishat Milchama, but in a time of a war, meaning that we're talking over here about soldiers of a different country that are coming to you in war, they're both mutter, even the open ones. Why? They don't have the time to start doing nisuch to Avodah Zarah. So what do we see? Alma. Because in the time of, you want to call it, not fear,
Danger.
but it's rush. Okay? They're in a rush. Okay, so then we're not worried that they do nisuch. Hachanami, also over here, also over here, in this case, where he's standing on the roof, because he is, it's not really in a rush here, it's more like kind of a fear. Okay, so we're not worried that he's going to be Mahara and he's going to be Mitzvah Zerah. So over here, what is the sphere of Rav Yehuda that's there with Shmuel on this rooftop? So there are a few answers. One say it was at night, it was the roof, so he's worried, he might fall off. So then, it's okay. Some say the fear from his Rav, from Shmuel. Yeah, Shmuel was Rav Yehuda's Rav. He was standing on the rooftop of the shul. So the fear of Shechina. No, he was a very big tzaddik, this Rav Yehuda, and he had the fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu on him the entire time. The Kali Shmuel Alei, Shmuel called Rav Yudah Ein Ze Yelud Isha. He is a malach. He's not a human being. So that's why he was allowed, and according to this, he was allowed to do it anywhere. Not only in this case where he's standing with Shmuel on the rooftop. At any time, Rav Yehuda was allowed to do it. Another pshat says, no, because he was married, and he has, a married person has what we know as pas besala, he has his wife waiting for him at home. We're not worried that he's going to come to a hirhur. No, he gave him another way to do it without holding the actual aver.
So according to that, this whole Gemara is not relevant.
No.
That's right.
If necessary.
That's right. The Tani Abba Bereda Ben Yomin Bachia, Abba Masaya Bebeitzi Milamata. If he doesn't hold the actual aver, he holds it from lower down, then it's also okay because we don't worry it will warm up, we don't worry about hero, and we're not worried about it. The Ibai Seima, Ki Hay Ayrele. The Amar Abba Rabbi Yechanan Gvul Yesh Le Matao Lamata Muto. Matao Lamala also, it depends where exactly on the aver you're holding. If you're holding it on the edge of it, then it's not a problem because over there it doesn't heat up, it doesn't warm up, it doesn't, no problem with it. If you hold it lower down and the aver towards your body, then it's also. Amar Rav, Hamakshe Atzmei Ladas Yehe Benidui. Someone who causes himself deliberately to harden his aver, he should be Benidui. Why? Because he causes a Hashchasas Zera. Says the Gemara, Velema also. Well, why is this Lashon Yehe Benidui? Why didn't you just say it's Asur? We know. Someone who does an Isur, we're not a. Says the Gemara, the Kamigara Yetzel Hara Benafshe. This case is more extreme. Why? Because he's, what's the word? He's provoking the Yetzer Hara on himself. That's why. Okay. So that's why we say this Lashon that he should be Benidui. Verav Ami Amar Nikra Avarion, or according to the Girsa before the censor, Nikra Meshumad. Okay, so he's called Meshumad. Why? That's what the Yetzer Hara does. That's his business. You know, you start from small, you start do this, do that, and then eventually, Chas v'Shalom, you get to Avodah Zarah. Someone who brings himself to a hirhur of znus, you don't bring him, he's not brought near HaKadosh Baruch Hu. By Einon, it says it's Lashon B'nei Rabbeinu Hashem. Ksiv Hosam, Ilai Keil Chofetz Resha, Ota Lo Yegur Chara. Lashon of Lo Yegur Chara, Ra won't live, won't be near HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It says in Yeshaya that HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't listen to the tefillah of Am Yisrael. Why? Because your hands are full of damim. What is this damim? It's talking over here people who take out Tzara Levatala with their hands. Tana Rabbi Shmuel Lo Sinaf. When it says Lo Sinaf in Aseres Adibras, Lo Yitei B'Chaniuf Bein B'Yad Bein B'Regel. Tana Rabba. If you rub it with your legs,
We'll tell you.
or with your thighs, whatever. Tana Rabbanim. Hagerim v'hamesach. Do we have any gerim? Hagerim v'hamesach ha'kibetinoikos. Me'akvim v'samashiach. Gerim and people who play with kids, we'll see in a second what we're talking about, are me'akev, are holding back Mashiach. Bishlam hagerim kedam chel b'adam chel b'koshim gerim le'yisrael kasapachas. Gerim are a problem. Why? So that they explain, because they don't learn enough, so they don't know enough, so they're not doing everything right, and we worry that Am Yisrael also is going to learn from them. So that's why they're hard for Israel.
Also, is also shocked because they're so medactic mitzvahs to make us look bad.
Most Garam, real Garam, actually, not some bombs out.
Yeah, it's a kitcher that also.
You know, it's like the joke they say, when do you know you become a regular person, not a Baal Tshuva, when you start walking and davening. That's okay. Elo, Mesachakim, Betinoikos Mahi. What is this lashon of these playing with kids? Ilema Mishkav Zachar. If we're talking over here that they're doing Mishkav Zachar with the kids, B'nei skila nino. So what is this lashon me'akvin es Mashiach? The chayav skila. Ela derech evarim. No, they don't do actual biyah mishkav zachar. They just cause haitzah zera lebatola. Says Gemara b'nei mabul nino. They are the like the Dora Mabel, that was one of the things of Dora Mabel, that were the Mashkes de Zera. So it's not just that the Me'akav Mashiach, they're causing the Mabel. Elo, the Nesivek Tanois Labnois Aludemino. No, we're talking over here, they marry little girls that are not at the age yet of having kids. If they male, every time that they're with them, the Mashkes de Zera. The Omar of Yossi.
A regular person can marry a Katan also.
What?
A regular person can marry Katana also.
Please, no personal
That's
stories.
what we're talking about.
I'm saying a Jew can marry Katana also.
That's what we're talking about.
So what's radical if it's okay?
That's what we're saying over here. It's not okay.
Don't do it.
It's not okay?
That's right.
Don't do it.
It's okay if you
It's
have
okay,
one.
don't do it.
If you have only one.
It's not advisable.
You can marry a katana, but not one that can't be molded, is what it's saying. No,
It's
katanas that
more
could
to
be
about
molded.
advisable.
No.
It's mutter, but the Me'akav Mashiach. That's what the lashon over here.
If he has two
Look,
wives.
it doesn't matter.
That's not every 3 years.
It is, no, that's not the problem. The problem is that Shlosa Zera.
Mimashka zera.
Yes. The Omar of Yossi, Ein ben David ba, why is Me'akav Mashiach? Ein ben David ba, sheyichlu kol neshama shebaguf. Until all the neshamas that were created at Brias Olam that are in a place that's called Guf, until they come to Olam Hazeh. Shenemar, ki ruach milfana yatoif neshamas ani asisi. So the pasuk says, ki lo elam oriv v'lo l'netzach ektzayf, ki ruach milfana yatoif neshamas ani asisi. So Kadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm not going to push off the time of the Geula, and I'm not going to all time be crossed with Am Yisrael from bringing the Geula, till Kiruach Milafonai, till the Ruchos that are in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, meaning all these Neshamas that are in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yaatov, that's what's stopping the Geula. When Neshamas Ani Asisi, because the Neshamas are still here and didn't come down to Olam Hazeh, that is what is stopping Mashiach from coming.
Why is the wisdom is a Canaan?
Sorry?
Why is the wisdom is a Canaan?
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah, because here, Lachatchili, you're marrying somebody who can't have children. Hey,
And if he's married, second marriage, he's marrying a 60-year-old, what's the difference?
Definitely not.
Why isn't it Malcolm Mashiach? Same story.
The Rishonim say that,
Yeah.
that it was in fact the practice to marry katanas,
Okay.
and the reason is that if
Keep it off the
there's
streets.
a good purpose served by it, then it's mutter. That's not considered a bad thing. It's only where it's done for a bad purpose.
Okay.
And the same applies to zakena. One's got to keep one. We've got a chiyuv with a wife even afterwards. So that's a mitzvah. So the same applies with a katana. If it's done for a good purpose, not just because he wants to release himself or whatever, but it's done because they did it. Why do they marry young children?
Keep off the
Because
streets.
to protect the girls. So.
Okay. So what going what you're saying is Tanis and Skanis is the same thing.
He quotes the Meiri, yeah.
If the person's intent is for good, he's allowed to.
Okay. Well, I'm saying according to what you said, it's the same thing also with an older woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So we saw that Ba'anoshim Tikotzeitz.
Or pregnant women as well, same thing.
Yeah. No, but then over there you could say it's good for the blood, etc.
Say it's good.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Ba'anoshim Tikotzeitz. So we said in the Mishnah that by men the hand should be chopped off. Says the Gemara. Ibalahu. Dinotnan or latusotnan. Are we talking about an actual din that we actually have to go and chop off his hand? Or it's a kind of a curse? You know, your hand should be cut off. Says the Gemara what? Dinotnan ki hada avuna kotz yada. Is it similar to the case in Sanhedrin where over there it says that a person that is marrying miyad al chaveroi tikotzet, and Rav Huna actually went and did it. So is it the same thing over here? Oy latusotnan.
Asking on somebody to cut his hand off?
So Gemara is discussing.
Taking a machete.
That's what they did in Sanhedrin?
Yeah, that's what it
Cut
says.
his hand off? It's like, you go to Arab
Oy
country.
latusotnan.
It's like the Arab country.
I guess that's where they get it from, no? Oy latusotnan. Or is it just a curse? Toshma. The Tanya. Rabbi Tarfoin Oimer. Says Rabbi Tarfoin. Yad la'ama tikotzet yodat habura. Someone who sends his hand to his aver, his hand should be cut on his belly button. Amrullah, Yisachachim said to Reb Tarfon, V'aloi kreis nivkas. If he puts his hand on his stomach, and that's how they chop off their hand, yeah, his stomach is gonna burst open as well. You're right, fine. I'd rather him, his stomach open up, and he shouldn't go to Gehenna. Says the Gemara, if we're talking about the actual chopping, that's the lashon over here, his stomach is going to burst open, etc. What is this lashon of, his stomach? It's just a curse. So he's telling you it's a din. So fine. You have to chop off his hand. It has to be done when his hand is on his stomach. You can't put it on on the table, on the shayich.
Cutting board.
On the chopping board. Ella, no, it says in the Gemara, Rabbi Tarfon. This is what Rabbi Tarfon says. Anyone who puts his hand lower down than his belly button, then it should be cut.
In general?
What?
In general, your hands hang below your belly.
That's right. That's why if you've seen a lot, the real big gedolim walk around with their hands always higher up.
And they don't have shoelaces.
Okay, that I never checked. There's a famous picture, I think, also the picture of the Chafetz Chaim that they found. He's walking with his hands up.
Oh. Start with the Maisawah.
No, yeah. Okay, so they said to Rav Tarfon, what happens if he has a thorn in his stomach? A guy with a big stomach, from lower down, how does he get it out? He shouldn't get it out. He said no. It keeps on there, he'll burst open.
Strange, because at the end of the day we have halachas. Open in the Torah, this one's Misa, Skila, Sreifa.
Okay.
Here we are extending it. This is Rebbeinu Shalom's territory. Why is
Rebbeinu Shalom territory? According to what we said before, it's like
Shnachas and all that is the Rebbeinu Shalom's territory. Why are we interfering?
It's like
We're
Tina.
not saying it's Chayiv Misa investing.
No, we said Dinat Nan. According to what we said, that Dinat Nan. Yeah, so that's the base didn't have to do it. That's exactly the question here. Is it a din that base didn't have to do or not?
No, is it a euphemism or does it really
Make
mean?
sure it takes care of it.
That's right.
But not the best in that. It's definitely not the Chayiv West.
I don't think so, because the Rashi also the example that they bring from Rav Huna, Rav Huna actually did it. Okay.
Hands up.
Zak the Mishnah. Okay, after having an interesting page, let's go back to some real stuff. Says the Mishnah, Hachayreshes v'hashoita v'hasuma v'shenitra fodata. Okay, a deaf woman, a Michigana woman, a blind woman, and Nitra Fodaka, which is another kind of a Michigan woman. We'll see what the difference is. If they have with them or near them regular women, so they could check them, and if they are not seeing blood, they could mitahir them, and they could eat truma.
Chereshes, we assume, is mentally outside.
Chereshes, ihi tibdik l'nafsha. Why can't she check for herself? The Tanya. אמר רבי, חירש שסייסה בשכונתנו, לא ידע שבדקס לעצמו, על שכב עושה רויס ומרס לו. In the neighborhood, they had a deaf woman. Not only did she check for herself, okay, she was such a smart one that she knew the differences in damim, okay, and women would actually come and show her different maras, and she would know to tell them if it's okay or not okay. What is dam tomim, what is dam torah? Says no, by Rabbi over there we were talking about a woman who was deaf but was able to talk. In our Mishnah, we're talking about a woman who cannot hear and cannot speak.
Normally when we say Cheresh Shoyte Kochen, we're talking about deaf and dumb.
That's
Yes.
yes.
Here we're talking about where she originally could hear.
Yeah, she was born that way. Kedetnan, as I said, Cheresh Edibru Chachamim B'Kol Makayim. A Cheresh that Chachamim talk about general and Shas. We're talking about someone who doesn't speak and doesn't hear. Hasuma, if she's blind, says the Gemara, fine, she can't see, but the actual bdika she could do. She could do the bdika and go give it to, I don't know, give it to her husband, give it to a friend, give it to a rav. Why does someone else have to check her? You're right. Erase summa from our Mishnah.
Take it out.
Veshenitra fadata, a woman who went crazy, says the Gemara, Shaita. That's what we just said at the beginning of the Mishnah. Shaita, what's the difference between the two? Says the Gemara, Shenitra fadata machmas chayli. Because of a sickness, she went a bit cuckoo, but she's not a real dumb person.
One's a mental illness and one's a physical illness.
But a physical illness that's causing a mental illness.
Yeah, but not because there's something loose in the brain.
Yeah.
So why don't we say kol sheken?
Something in the body which is
Loads of
causing her that
alcohol.
she can't think properly.
Something temporary?
Huh? I want to say kol sheken.
It doesn't say if it's temporary or not, but
Yeah, we should move down to the.
different causes.
You've got things going on in the body.
Yeah. Tana Abanon. Okay, so as we're talking about Michiganers, let's go on weiter. Kain Shaita. A Kain who's a Shaita. We're not talking about our Kohanim, of course. You could check him, you could matbil him, make sure he's toivel, and he's allowed to eat truma in the Erev, yeah, because we worried maybe he saw that day, so he has to wait till the night. But once night comes, he could eat truma. And we make sure that he doesn't fall asleep. Why? Because once he falls asleep, we worried maybe then he was going to see Kerry, and then he can't eat truma. Yoshin, Tomei lo Yoshin Torah. As long as he hasn't fallen asleep, he could eat truma. No, we make for him, if he wants to sleep, we put like a special pouch that afterwards we could check it to see if there's any curry in there, and if there isn't, he could still continue eating. Yeah, he could continue eating. So we'll see even better ones. He could continue eating truma. Amulai says, say Chachamim to Reb Lezer, Kolshkei maybe dilechrumum. This pouch will cause him even more to see Kerry. According to what you're saying, a kohen that's a shaita that went to sleep after he's toivel, he has no way out of it. He can't eat truma anymore. That's what we said. If he doesn't sleep, he could continue eating. If he goes to sleep, he can't. But according to what you're saying, according to what we're worried that even though he has this pouch, we're worried that maybe he's going to see a drop of curry, a teeny drop, and it's going to get absorbed in this pouch, and he won't see it, and he'll still continue eating, and he's going to be eating truma, betuma. So that's why we say I'd rather him stop eating truma as soon as he goes to sleep than not. No, we don't make him a pouch of leather. We make him a pouch of metal. Because why? With metal, we don't worry that it's going to be absorbed. No, it can't be any metal. It has to be only copper. Why? What's the example? There's a machlokes. What is the amount of meichatos that has to be in the kli? Okay, in order for the person who is holding it to become tamei. Okay, someone that holds the water is tamei. How much has to be there? So Tanakama over there says there has to be enough to dip in the heads of the Ezav, okay, and to be mazen. So there should be a little bit more, okay, than the Hazah itself. And Rabbi Yehuda says, we don't, the amount that we need is so little that we look at this Ezav, which is like kind of a greenery, yeah, so we see it as if it's made out of copper, and it doesn't absorb anything. So the amount you really need in the kli is very, very small. So the same thing. So we see that copper does not absorb at all. The same thing also over here. When you make this pouch for this kohen shaita, also it should be from copper. Papa, shmami no michnasayim asurim. According to Chachamim, that they said that we worry with this pouch that is what is going to cause him to see Kerry. So according to that, what we call today underpants, or it should be also. Why? Because it could cause him to be mitzi carried. It says by Kohanim, what is one of the big day kahuna, one of the 4 big day kahuna of the Kohen is pants.
We said it about or. We didn't say
Material is even worse.
Is it?
Yeah? Says the Gemara, no. Ahu Kedatanya. The pants of the Kohanim is not what we know today. How is it? Michlas the Kohanim in mind. Do you mean Kemil Pamalanya Shel Paroshim? It's like
Why pants?
no. What's Pamalanya? I can't think of the word.
Pants?
Like an apron, okay? Like an open apron, okay?
Knee breeches.
Lemala ad mosnaim lemata ad yerechaim, that goes on the hips and goes by the knees, but it's not tight all the way down.
Boxers.
Ve'yesh lahem shantzim,
Like boxer shorts,
yeah.
like I said before. right?
Ve'yesh lahem shnatzim, and they have like
Shnatzim.
strings, shnatzim, to tie the pants to the body. Ve'en lahem leibeis hanekev, they're very wide and they don't fit exactly on the body. Ve'lo leibeis ha'elva, and they don't have like a kind of a pouch by the.
Now, could you imagine if Ellie gave this stuff with pictures?
Uh,
He had a picture for the Azer.
He would have told us a story about going in the swimming pool